It stayed inside the fair value gap for, if it was a 5 minute chart, say there was 5 candles that it was constantly dipping into it. Okay. I don't mind a PD array being revisited and repriced too, and that's fine. But if it's hanging around like that and hasn't ran for the buy side, I start giving myself a time stop. So I'll give it usually 30 seconds to a minute. As soon as I recognize this and I start feeling that 30 seconds to 60 seconds, I'm counting down. I'm literally looking at the time in the lower right hand corner of my charts. I'm saying, okay, if I don't see positive movement in my favor, I need speed and distance. Okay. If you ever watched any of my recordings around doing executions or whatever, sometimes you'll see me type in there and say, I want to see speed and movement. I want to see how fast it can run away from where it's at. I'm doing that countdown in my head. Whenever I type that out, the internal dialogue that you're not aware of, I'm telling you right now, is I'm placing a time stop on it. Yes, I have a stop loss on it. So if it was against me, it'll stop me out and take me out of the trade at a loss that I'm willing to accept. But I also, at these points where the market starts to like hang around and isn't really running for me yet, but it hasn't really scared me to the point where my stop loss is in jeopardy. It just isn't moving around. It's just like dead. It's a dog. It's a lying dog. It hasn't got up and started running yet. As soon as I start feeling that, I say, okay, look at the time. It's got up to a minute to start moving for me. Now, some of you might, well, good grief, Michael. 30 seconds, a minute, that's not enough time. Maybe for you. But I know that there have been so many times in my career avoided lots of losing trades. Lots of losing trades by simply limiting the amount of time I hold on to dogs. You got to let your runners show themselves. And if they don't want to join the race, move on to the next one. And yes, that means commission costs are spent and you didn't take anything out of it. So what? That doesn't feel bad when you do that. Because if it doesn't run, which that's going to be the majority of the time, but your brain is telling you it's going to run and it's going to do 500 handles. No, it's not. Stop thinking like that. You have no idea how every trader that's unprofitable thinks the same way. It's almost like they read from the same books. I'm saying that with my tongue in cheek. That's what you've been conditioned to believe, to accept, and want in trading. You want to hold on to a trade. You got to trade your plan and plan your trade, right? So what does that mean? Well, you got to get into the trade and come hell or high water, your stop loss gets hit or it moves in your favor. That's bullshit. That's why people lose money. That's the reason why people lose money. You have to kill it. If it's not working for you, fire that position, get rid of it, hire another one. And when you get the right candidate, it will work for you. But you cannot be fucking around with these lackluster moves that aren't delivering for you. As soon as you start feeling that unction, you know what? Just I wish this thing would move. As soon as you just thought that or said it out loud, that's the time to start the timer. Okay, you got 30 seconds to 60 seconds. If it doesn't start moving in my favor, this is a dog and I'm killing it. And I don't give a fuck what it does. I guarantee you, if you do this, you will protect yourself more than you'll find